Well, you might have seen the Texas abortion case playing out in the headlines. A woman tried to get an abortion after she learned her fetus had what's being described as a rare, deadly genetic condition. That genetic condition is trisomy 18. A district court judge said she qualified for a medical exception and could have had an abortion, but the Texas Supreme Court overturned that decision. So that woman has now decided to get an abortion in another state. But there's another perspective on this genetic condition. And here in Idaho, there are two mothers whose kids are living with that rare disease. And I spoke with them today.
Very grateful, extremely grateful.
23 years ago, doctors told Jennifer Vanderbeek her daughter Eleanor wouldn't survive. And if she did, she wouldn't live very long. But almost 24 years later, Eleanor is proving them wrong. She turns 24 next month.
If she's fighting, we're fighting with her. If she decides it's time, we're going to let her go. But, you know, intervention was not something that we wanted to do in that situation. It's just we're going with her cues.
Which is why she was frustrated when she heard about the abortion case happening in Texas.
I was shocked, and it really made me sad. The diagnosis of trisomy 18 is not a diagnosis of death. It's not fatal in all cases. Doctors are relying on studies done in the early 80s. So 50 years ago, we didn't have the technology, we didn't have the acceptance of disabilities that we have now. We didn't have the resources we have now.
I was upset because, you know, even with all the, there were over 500 children in the between the ages of 1 and 43 in the United States who are living with trisomy 18.
Sandy Ensminger's daughter Tabitha has trisomy 18. And she just turned 5 years old.
A lot of what doctors are telling parents prenatally is not 100% accurate. And we need to recognize that scientifically there is a margin of error. You know, it doesn't matter whether a child lives 1 day, 10 years, or 50 years. If a parent has to bury a child, that's traumatic. But as long as she's alive, we're going to celebrate and make the most out of every day because, truth be told, life itself is 100% fatal. I mean, we're all going to die at some point.
But it's not always doom and gloom, which is why they're sharing their story and trying to spread awareness.
You know, it's hard, it's grueling, but the end result is worth it. We lived with the fear that she would die any day because we were told she would die any day, and you just get busy living and you forget about it until you hear of someone who's close to her age or someone you've been following that does pass away from illness or surgery complications, and you're like, oh, you just hold her tighter.
Every moment is a blessing with these kids because they have such a hold on your heart. They're beautiful.